Hello dears, how are you? Hope all are fine today. Are you happy? Yes, very good. Today we are going to revise all the letters that we studied in our previous classes. So all of you listen here. Look at here children. We learned letter A to letter K. Shall we read these letters? Yes? Okay, all of you read with me. Capital letter A. Repeat after me. Capital letter A. Small letter A. Capital letter A. Small letter A. And the sound of letter A is ah. Very good. And our next letter is letter B. Letter B has capital letter B and small letter B. Letter B has capital letter B and small letter B. Repeat after me. Capital letter B, small letter B. Once again, capital letter B, small letter B. And the sound of letter B is B. B. Okay. Our next letter is letter C. Letter C has capital letter C and small letter C. Letter C has capital letter C and small letter C. And the sound of letter C is K. K. Very good. Our next letter is letter D. Very good. Letter D. Letter D has capital letter D and small letter D. Letter D has capital letter D and small letter D. Can you say the sound of letter D? Yes, very good. The sound of letter D is D. 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 Okay. Our next letter is letter E. Repeat after me. Letter E. Letter E has capital letter E and small letter E. Letter E has capital letter E and small letter E. The sound of letter E is Repeat after me. Okay. The sound of letter E is Very good. Our next letter is letter F. Letter F. Letter F has capital letter F and small letter f. Letter F has capital letter F and small letter f. Can you say the sound of letter F? Very good. The sound of letter F is very good. The sound of letter F is, you say, very good children. And our next letter F after, very good, G. Letter G has capital letter G and small letter g. Letter G has capital letter G and small letter g. The sound of letter G is G. 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 Okay. G after? Yes, very good. A letter H. Letter H has capital letter H and small letter h. Letter H has capital letter H and small letter h. Can you say the sound of letter H? The sound of letter H is very good. And our next letter which comes after letter H is I. Repeat after me. Letter I. Letter I has capital letter I and small letter I. Letter I has capital letter I and small letter I. And the sound of letter I is very good. Letter I after a letter J. Can you say which letter is this? A J. Very good. Letter J has capital letter J and small letter J. Letter J has capital letter J and small letter J. What's the sound of letter J? Very good. The sound of letter J is J. 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 Can you say any word which starts with the letter J? Yes, very good children. And a J after letter K. Letter K has capital letter K and small letter k. Letter K has capital letter K and small letter k. And the sound of letter K is k, k, k. Letter C and letter K has the same sound which is k. Okay children, let's read these letters. Repeat after me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Once more. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So, we learn letters and its sound. Now, we are going to learn about lines and curves. We are going to learn about lines and curves. All of you look at here. Our first line is standing line. Repeat after me. Standing line. Once again. Standing line. Very good. And all of you look at this picture. What can we see here? What is this? Yes, it's a lollipop. And look at this stick. Yes, it is in a standing line. It is like standing line. All of you look at here. The lollipop stick is like standing line. Then do you know how to trace standing line? Then all of you take your index finger and show me how to trace standing line. Oh, very good. And all of you listen. Look at here children. The standing line starts from the red line. Look at here. It starts from the red line and slowly comes down and touches the second blue line. Look at here. Which line is this? Standing line. Say once again. Say once again. Very good. Let's write it again. Standing line. Standing line. Standing line. All of you look at here. Standing line starts from the first red line and touches the two blue lines. Okay. Which line is this? Yes, it's standing line. Repeat after me. Standing line. All of you take your index finger and show me how to trace standing line. Yes, very good children. And our next line is, all of you look at here. It's sleeping line. Sleeping line. Our second line is sleeping line. Repeat after me. Sleeping line. And all of you look at here. What can we see in here? Yes, there are lots of fish, isn't it? So, what they are doing? Yes, they are moving in a sleeping line position, isn't it? They are moving in a sleeping line position. Do you know how to trace sleeping line? Yes, then let's trace sleeping line together. Okay, are you ready? Very good. All of you look at here children. We are going to trace sleeping line on the first blue line. Look at here. Sleeping line. Which line is this? Sleeping line. Very good. Once more. Sleeping line. Once more. Sleeping line. Which line is this? Sleeping line. Once more. Very good children. And our next line is slanting line. Slanting line. Repeat after me. Slanting line. Slanting line. Okay, look at the picture. Have you seen this before? Yes? Okay, look at here. What is this? This is a slide, isn't it? Slide. Then what's the position of this slide? It is in a slanting line position, isn't it? Slanting line. Repeat after me. Slanting line. Once more. Slanting line. There are two slanting lines. Left slant line and right slant line. There are two slanting lines. First one is left slant line and a right slant line. Now we are going to trace that both two slanting lines. Which are the two slanting lines? Left slant line and a right slant line. Very good. All of you look at here. How can we trace slanting line? Our first slanting line is starts from the red line and touches the two blue lines like this. Slant line. Slant line. And the next slanting lines are slant line, slant line. These are the two slanting lines. These are the two types of slanting lines, left slant line and a right slant line. Okay, children? So, now we learn slant lines. Which are the two slant lines? Left slant line and a right slant line. Okay. Now we are going to learn about curves. Curves. Repeat after me. Curves. There are two types of curves. Downward curves and upward curves. All of you look at the picture. What is this? Yes, a rainbow, isn't it? A rainbow. It looks like a downward curve. Rainbow looks like a downward curve. It starts from the blue line and it goes up and touches the red line. Again comes down and touches the second blue line. Okay, all of you listen. Downward open curve starts from the second blue line and it slowly goes up, touches the first red line and slowly comes down and touches the second blue line. Which curve is this? A downward open curve. Repeat after me. Downward open curve. Once again, it starts from the second blue line and touches the first red line. Again comes down and touches the second blue line. Which curve is this? A downward open curve. Once again, downward open curve. Our first curve is a downward open curve. And look at here, our rainbow is like downward open curve. Repeat after me. Downward open curve. Okay. And our next curve is upward open curve. Our next curve is upward open curve. All of you look at here. What can we see here? Yes, it's a slice of a watermelon, isn't it? Watermelon. And it's an example of upward open curve. Upward open curve. Shall we learn to trace upward open curve? Okay, listen here. Look at here. Upward open curve starts from the red line. Upward open curve starts from the red line and it slowly comes down, touches the second blue line and then slowly goes up and touches the first red line. Upward open curve. Look here, it starts from the red line and touches the second blue line. Again it goes up and touches the first red line. Upward open curve. Once again, children, repeat after me. Upward open curve. It starts from the red line, slowly comes down, touches the second blue line, goes up and touches the first red line. Which curve is this? Upward open curve. Repeat after me. Upward open curve or upward curve. So we learn curves. There are two types of curves, a downward open curve and upward open curve. Repeat after me. Downward open curve and upward curve. So, today we learn letters A to K, its sound, and we learn about lines and curves. We learn standing line, sleeping line and slanting lines. Which are the two types of slanting lines? Very good, right? Slanting line and left slanting line. And we also learn about curves. There are two types of curves. Which are they? Upward open curve and downward open curve, or upward curve and a downward curve. So children, it's time to write letter A to K in your English notebook. So all of you take your English notebook and write capital letter A, small letter A to capital letter K and small letter K. Write letter A to K, write both capital letter and small letter. Okay. Yes, we are going to write letter A to letter K. First put the date here. Look at here children. Capital letter A, small letter A, capital letter B, small letter B, capital letter C, small letter C, capital letter D, small letter D, capital letter E, small letter E, capital letter F, small letter F, capital letter G, small letter G, capital letter H, small letter H, capital letter I, small letter I, capital letter J, small letter J, capital letter K and small letter K. Next, turn the page and we are going to write our last lines and curves. Standing line, sleeping line, two slant lines, downward open curve, upward open curve. You have to complete the page by writing letters, lines and curves. So, shall we wind up today's class? Yes? Are you happy today? Very good. Children, learn well. Take care. Bye-bye and thank you.